Hello everyone, welcome back to Soul Path Guided Tarot. For those of you who are new, welcome to the channel. I so appreciate you being here. For my subscribers, you know how much I love you. You are a beautiful group of individuals. I so appreciate you, your kindness, your love, your insight, your added comments. It's beautiful. I appreciate each and every one of you. So today we're going to do another yes or no. Pick a card. We'll ask why. This is going to be a little shorter, abbreviated version compared to how they normally are. Some people like the extended versions that are a little longer. Some people have messaged me and emailed me saying to make some of them shorter. So I'm going to try and do a balance, okay? All right, so today we're going to choose between 6 different groups like we typically do. And you can intuitively, with your gut instincts, with your connection to your higher self, with some guidance from the divine, whomever you resonate with, ask for some assistance or choose just by feeling into it. All right, so we have 6 groups. You can choose based on the card or on the crystal. So for group 1, we have malachite. Okay, you can see the striations in here. Beautiful stone for heart awakening, heart healing, anything of matters of the heart. And then we have a shungite heart. You can see there's some striations of silver gray in it. Okay, beautiful protection stone. The heart may resonate with you there. Some of you might be feeling like you've got a hardened heart or a little bit of a darker heart these days. For group 3, this is an amethyst point. You can see the different shapes and that's kind of got a cool pattern in it. Okay. This is group 4. This is a citrine point. So anything to do with self-worth, self-love, self-acceptance, the solar plexus, abundance. Here we've got tiger's eye for group 5, protection stone, also considered a stone for abundance, manifesting. And lastly, we have a double pointed clear quartz, kind of milky one. All right, so the messages that I kept getting from my guides all day today is that there is healing and clearing that needs to be done in the collective. No surprise there. There's a lot going on. We've heard about it. We're experiencing it. So I was guided to bring in clear quartz for clearing and protection, as well as selenite for clearing and releasing. So today you'll see a lot of selenite and then clear quartz. So that's why that is what we've got here today. Perhaps you resonate with that. But regardless, you can ask any question you want and Spirit will give us what Spirit thinks we need to hear. All right, so take a moment, take 3 deep breaths, let it out nice and slow, and then choose group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll get started. Hello, group 1. Just a quick announcement. Every month I give away a free reading. It's 45 to 55 minutes long. I pull a name at random every new moon. So if you're interested, stay tuned for the readings in the various piles and I'll show you or tell you how you can qualify for that free reading, okay? So this is your choice, group 1. You picked this really pretty malachite. Beautiful stone. I love malachite. It makes me think of ancient Egyptians. They use this stone for a lot around manifestation. All right, so I asked Spirit to give me 6 cards. I did not pick them. They popped out, so let's see what yours is. Charity, prayer, and contemplation. Connect with heaven, ask and you shall receive. So for many of you, you might be asking for something. You may be really working hard, whether it's through visualization, vision boards, manifestation, like different things that you can do with invocations for some of you. Some of you, it might just be doing it in a meditation. Some of you I'm seeing with the full moon and the new moon doing different things to kind of bring forward what it is that you're trying to manifest. You're asking for some help. You're asking for some guidance. and you're asking for spirit to come forward and provide what it is that you're asking for. So let's see what we get in your tarot for your yes or no. Group 1, angel, spirits, and guides. Okay, so for those of you who are new, please just take what resonates, leave the rest. Those of you who have been here before, you know I always say that. Feel free to choose a different pile if this one or another one doesn't resonate. I know many of you pick multiple piles. I know many of you listen to the whole thing, so thank you for that. Okay, aloneness. This is the Hermit. So again, some of you have really done a lot to try and bring something forward. Some of you have been really withdrawn. I'm getting a high pitch ring in my left ear because you've kind of taken a step back, done some reevaluation, healing, asking for guidance on where to go, how to get there. Will you get there? Will you get what it is you're asking about? Should you have it? Should you not? So major arcana coming in, you might be Virgo. You don't have to be, certainly, but that's what's represented for this card here. Inner illumination. Look at this card. I love this card. See how the light, it's all dark all around, right? But then you have this burst of light here. That's that illumination that comes in. And for some of you, it's through prayer and contemplation. Contemplation is anything. It's meditation, it's thinking, it's a whole, connecting with Gaia. It's a whole host of different things about how to get information. And look at that. Oh my gosh, the void. Yeah. Nothingness. Wow. All right. So in this deck, this is the Hierophant. This is making you have 2 major arcana. This is you kind of being in the past, feeling like some of you it's in the dark. You don't know where to go. You don't know how to get there. It doesn't seem clear. You feel like you've been in a fog or you've been uncertain, and you're looking and you're praying and you're meditating and you're contemplating and you're doing all of the things that you think you should do to try and figure out next steps. There's been some confusion. For some of you, there's been a lot of hurt and some healing. What I love about this wand is it's sprouting little tiny leaves right here, right? So looking forward to something where there's some newness, some life, some love, something to look forward to. And then we have the King of Swords. Okay, so again, thinking a lot about what's happened, what's going to happen, what could happen, wondering what you have to do to make that happen, and asking for a breakthrough, asking for something that's obvious. And I'm hearing Spirit saying, some of you are saying, make it obvious to me. I don't know. I'm not getting the subtleties. I'm confused. I'm uncertain. So really looking for guidance here. Some of you, healing of the heart, because we have a lot of green here. Some of you, it's about manifestation of a better life in the 3D, in the material world. So you're looking for some guidance. And Spirit is saying it's coming to you because you are doing so much to try and really be in alignment with what's right for you in the new energies and the current energies, healing the past, releasing the past, moving forward in a way that allows you to empower yourself and to feel really good about who you are and what you're doing. So a lot of shifting of energy, a lot of shifting of who you are, and a lot of kind of waiting, right, for that clear sign from Spirit. Okay, and what I'm getting is that it's coming to you. They're showing me the Empress, which is Venus energy, and she represents relationships of so many different kinds, right? Relationships with self, with family, with business partners, with spirituality, with the universe. All right, and how you're impacted and how you in turn impact those relationships going forward. And can you do it in a way that's really positive? So really powerful cards here right from the start. Angel, spirits, and guides. What else do we have for group 1? Yes or no? Some of you have been thinking a lot and trying to shift back into that feeling mode, right? Because the Hermit's all about what is illuminated in the heart space, right? So what you feel, not necessarily what you think. And then you have Blue Jay. The time is right to access and master your abilities do so with humility and control. So many of you, you're seeing a lot of blue jays, you're hearing a lot of blue jays, you're seeing a lot of bluebirds. That's spirit coming in to say, now is your time. This is a sign for some of you. This is also spirit saying that as you have transcended much of the energies that have been in your life, that they're going to guide you moving forward so that you can choose, make the right choice, so that not only do you feel like, okay, I'm in alignment here, I'm going the right way, like in your head, but also within you, there's just something about you that's comfortable and knows that you're on the path you're supposed to be on. So again, they're telling you that now is that time for you. And then they give you Goddess of the Moon. This is about following your intuition. So this is the perfect card because the Hermit is all about going within and connecting within to follow your intuition. This going into the nothingness, that's closing out the mind, right? So for some of you, you might be air signs that in the past have really, even though this is a Taurus card, right? You might be air signs because when you go into the nothingness, that is quieting and closing out the mind. And you do have the King of Swords here, which is the thinking mind, right? Someone who is in complete control, but is really ruled by logic, thought, process, orientation. So Spirit is asking you also to make that shift. So the aha moment for some of you might be getting out of that control, like I need to know the outcome. I'm attached to this outcome and it needs to show up that way. So a shift there. But this is Spirit saying you need to be more connected to your intuition. So some of you might be Cancer or Pisces. You don't have to be, but this, group of signs, Cancer, Pisces, very affected by the moon. You might have it in your rising, your Venus, okay? It can be in your Mercury even, and your moon sign. So think about that because this is a really clear message here so far for you. All right, let's see what else do we have. Angel, spirits, and guides. What else do we have, please? Eagle, mastery. You are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. Okay, so once again, you get something that is a reminder about the journey you're on and where you've been. So I'm hearing that some of you aren't giving yourself enough credit for all that you've transcended, for the things that you've transmuted, for how far you've come, for the work that you've done, for the person that you are moving into, to the soul that you're evolving into, okay? So Spirit is recognizing the work that you've done here. And eagles are master predators, but they see everything at such a high elevation. They see what most people miss, right? They see things from a bigger perspective because when they've got that higher view, the small things in life that kind of get us into this whirlwind of worry and concern and fear and frustration, right? When we're at that higher level, getting that higher perspective, like this eagle, we don't see things like that. And you've got these two birds coming in. So for some of you, birds are really important. For some of you, you really connect with nature. For some of you, your spirit animal is an eagle or a blue jay. For some of you, when you see these blue jays, I'm getting this is Archangel Michael coming through for you to let you know that you're not alone. Some of you are feeling kind of alone, is what I'm getting. Okay, so a lot of messages about your mastery as you've gone forward. All right, angel, spirits, and guides. What else do we have? Okay. This just flew out right here. Vision, the sun in Pisces. So you might have some Pisces placement within you. This is the 12th house. So the 12th house is about healing, endings, closures, spirituality, karma, right? Releasing karmic patterns. Some of it, we look at it as the afterlife. What comes after? Our beliefs, are they self-limiting? Are they empowering? Do we see things with our intuition, our third eye? Do we see things and feel into them and see This is what's right for me. This is the new path I'm on. You're healing. You're letting go. You know, some of the feelings and thoughts you've had in your subconscious are coming forward, right? So a lot is being asked of you to see things differently as you go through this process. And again, in the introduction, I said Spirit kept giving me the word all day, healing. They need healing. Well, we all need healing. Well, there's a lot going on in the world. I know that, there's been some things that have happened in the United States in the last few days that's caused a lot of emotional upheaval. No right, no wrong. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying those are things that we connect with, we feel, we have energy around. And then you have mending bridges. I heal rifts. I am a mender. Again, about the healing that's necessary. Maybe for some of you with family, for some of you in a relationship. So for some of you who've had a split in a relationship, see how these two faces are separating, going your separate ways. It's reconciling with that, okay? It's not necessarily getting back together with that person. It's really reconciling with, I'm healing from the rifts, the challenges of the past, and moving on, okay? So very powerful messages from Spirit for you, Group 1. This is what I've got for you today. If something resonates or you like some aspect, please like and subscribe. For those of you interested in the free reading, I will pull a random name every month for a 45 to 55 minute free reading. I usually pull the name on the new moon or the day right after. So if you're interested in doing that, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel, as is for subscribers, and then just in the comment section, put I enter and I'll know to add your name. As you go forward, I wish you peace, love, harmony. Namaste. Hello, Group 2. This is your selection. This is a shungite heart. It has small striations of gray and silver in it. Shungite is a beautiful protection stone. You might resonate with the heart. Some of you might feel like your heart's been a little hardened or it has to recover. Some of you just might love black. All right, let's see. So I asked Spirit to give me 6 cards that I shuffled. I did not choose any. So let's see what you have. El Moria, Awakening Presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. Holy cow. Okay, so we just talked about how shungite can be a protection stone. Any stone can be a protection stone. And so this Ascended Master was very much about guidance, up-leveling in consciousness, greater abilities, psychic abilities, intuitive abilities, greater connection to the universe. So for some of you, you've really are starting to recognize that within yourself, and they're asking you to continue to see things in your beautiful, open-hearted, loving way, even if you've been through some things that have been challenging and difficult, but to open up your heart and know that Spirit's with you. The universe is on your side, is helping you move forward in whatever it is that you're moving toward in life on this journey. But to protect your energy, it's going to be important for you to do that. All right, so we all kind of need to protect our energy these days. But when we awaken, when we start to see things differently, when we start to open up and move into that space of unity consciousness, right? We need to protect ourselves because we're more impacted by negative energy. And there's an awful lot of that right now in this 3D world. So that's going to be important. Okay. And then here you have past lives. Now, isn't that interesting? And this is the moon card. So you've got past lives coming in. So some of you are entangled in some kind of karmic relationship that you've had with someone in a past life. It can be a parent, a sibling, a friend. It can be anyone. It can be a love interest. It can be a business person, a partner. But somewhere there is an entanglement with past lives. So I think many of you are becoming more aware of that. More of you are impacted by that. But when we're in this situation, it can confuse us. It can set us kind of off our centeredness, right? Like that point of neutrality that we each have within us. And it can cause some fear. It can cause us to question ourselves, to be unsure. So it's really important that you are grounded. Really, really important that you're grounded, connected and grounded. So connect with the earth, connect with anything that's made by the earth, nature. It will help you. When we're ungrounded, we feel unstable in relationships, in family, and in money matters, okay? And then also those bottom 3 chakras are going to be really important for you. So the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and the solar plexus. And then you've got 3 of swords, isolation. Yeah. So this past relationship, this karmic relationship with this person, again, it can be romantic. It doesn't have to be. There is something here that is still holding on to you a little bit, and it needs to be dealt with and recognized. And that's why you got this cloak of protection and love. The universe is with you. And you got this shungite, which again, I just randomly throw the crystals wherever. So that spirit is saying that the heartache, the challenges, the difficulties, the betrayal, the letdowns that you've had in your life, whatever that has been, whether it's a whole host of things like a pattern in life, you know, your career, your friends, your relationships, your family, or perhaps for some of you, it's just a relationship. I keep getting that left ear high pitch when I say relationship. So for some of you, it's karmic, but it's got to play itself out for some of you. It's got to be, it just has to be dealt with in this lifetime and released, okay? So for some of you, that's going to be leaving some kind of relationship. For some of you, it's recognizing a relationship that's in your life for what it is. And for many of you, it's not very empowering. And look at this, clinging to the past, unbelievable. You can't make this stuff up when spirit does this. All right, so you're definitely in need of protection of your energy. It's not like anyone's going to put a curse on you. It's not that. It's you pick up on people's negative energy and it impacts you. It affects you. It changes your disposition. It changes the way you see things. It changes the way, you know, your outlook is on life. And sometimes it pulls you into this lower energy frequency, and you want to come out of that. You want to move up into something better. You want to be more connected, right? You want to be more in that higher frequency and just feel better every day. So I'm getting a couple of things. Spirit would like you to list a couple of things right away when you wake up in the morning of what you're grateful for. 2 to 3 things every day. And then spirit is asking you, when some of this negative energy is surrounding you, when some of these negative thoughts or anything that's challenging comes to you that is impacting you, to recognize them, right? Awaken to the presence of that they're there, recognize them, and then say, you know, I'm aware that's not who I am anymore, and I release you, or I release that, okay? Because it's going to be really important as you up-level your consciousness to let go of this. You got past protection, 3 of swords, okay? So healing really necessary here for you, group 2. And you are going to have success with that. You know, they're showing me you being successful, you moving into that higher elevation and moving into a life that's much more abundant in peace and happiness, in love, right? In just an overall sense of well-being for yourself. So some of you I'm seeing, you know, like really tired, really drained, kind of dragging your feet a little bit because the stress and anxiety of some of these things has really been difficult for you. All right, Goose. Your dreams and desires are calling you to action. The journey begins today. So I mentioned something about a journey, but they want you to kind of think of this as this is a new step going forward. You're turning over a new leaf. You're releasing this karmic energy. You're releasing this karmic relationship. You're releasing this karmic pattern. And you know, karma is all about learning a lesson in a lifetime. The soul comes in and says, I'm going to learn this lesson. If we don't learn it this lifetime, we have to repeat that lesson. Many of us don't want to do that. And then you have storm warning. Yeah, it's the time now to release. That you have to end the cycle. And spirit is trying to tell you they're there to help you and to move into something that's new, that's better for you, right? That leaves you feeling happy, because we don't come here to be unhappy. We don't come here to suffer. We don't come here to count the days until we can leave, right? We have to take what's given to us and to the best of our ability, do what we can each and every moment to release that which is not for our highest and greatest good. And that's really what it's about. And sometimes we just need to say, you know, is this thought, is this person, is this situation for my highest and greatest good? Even if we love someone or love something, sometimes we have to let that go. And you have swan grace. You who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Okay, awakening presence, wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. Yeah, so leaving behind kind of that negative energy of the past. Let me switch these out because this card is really big. The other thing, do you notice purple? Purple, crown chakra. Okay, Spirit is really trying to help you, and that's why you have the universes with you. Spirit really wants you to be able to move into this space of grace on this journey that you're on, instead of one of pain, instead of one of regret, instead of one of, you know, overthinking. Did we do this? Did we do that? Did I do this? Did I do that? Should I have done this? Right? All that does is makes us feel like we gave our power away. We're the victim in a situation, and that's not that we don't have things happen to us that are terrible, but at each and every moment they're reminding us that we have free will, and with free will we can make small changes that culminate into something bigger. And as I say that, you get authority. And this is Mars in Capricorn, 10th house. Now look at this card. This is someone who's very much empowered, right? It does kind of have like a religious vibe, or kind of the emperor vibe, you know, something that someone has, since the very beginning of their adolescence, has this sense of, I'm moving forward in this way, and it's not going to impact my life in any way that isn't positive. And you know, so you might be Capricorn, 10th house has to do with your long-term goals. So maybe you've had a goal, it's a long time, and people and situations keep getting in the way. This is you getting to the point where you're feeling empowered and awakened and going forward with a sense of authority. I know that I'm going to do this. For some of you, this has to do with dealing with masculine energy. So could be a lover, could be a father, could be a brother, it could be a woman who's very masculine in energy. This has a lot to do with your long-term goals, your career, your status in life. So, you know, maybe this is about you making a name for yourself, creating a public image for yourself. For some of you, this is about fame, recognition, but there's been something that's been blocking you, right? And Spirit is asking you to kind of shift your thinking so that you move out of a state of resistance and more into a flow of a new journey, flow of a new way of being, flow of a new way of seeing. And then as I say that, this flips out, awakening ancient wisdom, deep inner knowing is emerging within me. So your past lives, you've lived many past lives. Many of you are very old souls. You have a lot of wisdom that's deep within, that is in your subconscious, that you can tap into to move into something that's a lot easier for you, a lot happier for you, a lot less stressful for you, a lot of peace for you, okay? Something better for you. So for some of you, it's going to be really important to kind of dig in to, if something really resonates with you, let's just say a certain culture, a certain place in the world, you've always had this, you know, longing to go, I don't know, to Australia, to the, you know, what we call the Far East, the of way back when, the Egypt, South America, anywhere. There is a reason for that. That is not a coincidence that you just happen to really be interested in that. Investigate that, peel back the layers. I think you'll get some answers with some of that ancient wisdom, okay? And for others of you, it's just your ancestors are nearby. They're protecting you. They're trying to connect with you and help you move through this process and this journey, or whatever it is that you've been going through in this lifetime, to release the karmic past and to release the past in general, to be free to go on a new journey, right? Number 10 reduces to 1, new beginning. Here you have 10, 10 again, which reduces to 11. new journey, something that's right for you, something that's meant for you, something that's going to be rewarding for you. Okay. All right. So group 2, this is a no for right now. If you wanted a no, there you go. If you were hoping for a yes, I think we talked at length about how you can shift that and move into something different. Okay. If something resonates or some aspect makes sense with you, if you would please like or subscribe, I would greatly appreciate that. Another thing is about the free reading that I give away every month. All you need to do is be a subscriber, and in the comment section, write "I enter" during the new moon. I pull a name every month for a free 45 to 55 minute reading. As you go forward, I wish you peace and happiness. Namaste. Hello, group 3. All right, so this is your crystal. This is an amethyst point. It's got some really pretty striations and designs in it. This is a great stone for healing. It's a great stone for connecting to your intuition, third eye. All right, so this is your card. I asked Spirit for 6 cards. I shuffled. I did not pick, so let's see what yours is. Melchizedek, higher learning. Oh, look at that. Crown chakra. So maybe some of you have really started to experience your gifts, like claircognizant, clairvoyant, clairaudient, seeing, hearing, knowing. There's even those who smell things. Like I know someone who, when her guides or the angels are around, there's a very distinct smell. So that might be some of you. But Melchizedek is an amazing ascended master, all about higher learning. But higher learning is not just in the traditional sense of going to school or picking up a book. It's an expansion of every aspect of ourselves. That's the higher learning. So you have learned from experience. More inner studies now required to further progress. So whatever it is that you want to experience in life, whatever it is that you want to move into in life, this is a message saying be open to information that you get. Be willing to learn more, to dig in. So for some of you, this is about education, about school, about testing. This is about training for another job or getting additional skills. For some of you, this is taking on a teaching role. Now, teachers don't have to just be traditional teachers. Many people are teachers. If you're that person that everybody comes to for advice, or people like to get your opinion on things, that's a teacher role as well, okay? But it's also higher learning about moving forward in this energy, this 5D energy, this ascension journey that we're on, learning so that you can ascend, learning so that you don't have to repeat the lessons when we incarnate, okay? First card out, playfulness. Okay, nice. That is the Page of Wands in this deck. So look at how open this person is. So I just said being open to different learning, right, as we move through life, whether it's traditional learnings or something else. And you get playfulness. This person is wide open to whatever comes their way. It just as long as it's something to do about inspiring them, or something they feel passionate about or energetic about. So just be open to how something may come to you, because it might come in unexpected ways through unexpected people. And they're giving me a really high-pitched left ear ring right now. So some of you, with regard to relationship, it's going to be not someone who you would typically meet in a certain way or a certain kind of person. For some of you, I'm getting it's not even the normal, I don't mean normal, the typical gender for you. For some of you, this is about following your passion and your dreams and your career and your education. Okay, this is about what makes you really excited about setting up like family, a foundation, something that makes you feel rooted and happy. So secure with money, family, anything like that. Okay, and then, oh, look what follows out. Look at that. Wow. King of Pentacles, abundance. That's beautiful. So that's exactly what we were just talking about. So, of course, abundance shows itself in many ways, right? Abundance is, this. It's money, it's material, but it's love, it's comfort, it's peace, it's spirituality, it's health, it's all these things. It's all these amazing things. So Spirit is saying be open to what's coming to you, what you will learn, so that you can be abundant in any of those things that are important to you. Here, of course, he has a book, but there's also nature all around. You know, maybe it's through travel, maybe it's through traditional book that you learn more so you become more abundant. Maybe it's through healing. You see this lotus flower, lotus rises from the mud, right? Heals and moves towards the sun, emerges as something bigger, better. So beautiful energy around that. Let's get one more card for today. Trying to make this a abbreviated version compared to the longer ones. All right, so one more card, please, angel, spirits, and guides. Thank you. And you get patience. So this is the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles in traditional tarot, that person's sitting there looking at a pile of work with a pitchfork in their hand, just kind of contemplating, am I on the right path? Am I doing the right things? Do I continue to do it? There's a lot of unknowns. And what I love about this card is you see the phases of the moon, right? With each phase, many of us who are affected by the moon, which is almost everybody, we feel different things, we experience different things, and we see things differently depending on the phases of the life, phases of the moon, phases of whatever. But again, this is moving into abundance, right? She's very pregnant here. Pregnancy is abundance. You have the King of Pentacles here, abundance. Higher learning and being open, abundance, right? And for some of you that are on the spiritual journey, your level of understanding of opening up to the universe and the cosmos and getting downloads, getting information is really going to make it so that you can do anything that you want in life that you would love to do, that's going to make you feel happy, content, successful, whatever that is to you, right? It's not just money. Angel, spirits, and guides. Starling, now is time to get out into the world and connect in authentic ways. Yes, perfect. This is you moving into a space of what makes you feel like you're on the right track, because with that, we manifest anything that we want. We're abundant in all ways. Okay, you got two cards that pop out. Woman holding a heart, 44. So you might be seeing 44. That's a master number. Very important number you want to look up. It's about holding your heart out there, right? She's not holding it in a cage. She's opening her heart up for things to come, for unexpected people or unexpected ways for things to transpire. Transformation through higher learning, different experiences. We grow, we learn from experiences and the traditional way. And then you have number 2, journey. So some of you have been on a journey. You know, journeys are just that, right? They're not a one and done. They're a long time, but they all come with phases and different directions that we have to take. And so many of you are moving into something where it's going to be more in alignment with your heart. You'll have learned a lot in this, book of life called Life's Lessons, as well as through different things that you've experienced the traditional way to move you on a journey of abundance in your life. But we just need to be patient with that, with our expectations. And then you have Cat, independent. You're a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. So cats are really independent. Some of you may really be cat lovers. You love that about you love that about them. Many of you are trying to claim your independence and be more independent. Some of you are going to try and do your own business. This can be an entrepreneur card. Some of you are going to try and go at it on your own. Some of you are getting out of a relationship that's been controlling, or a family that's been controlling, and you're going to be independent. You're putting your heart and your soul out there and asking the universe to direct you, to guide you, right, on this new journey, getting out into the world in new ways, connecting in new ways. So new things, different things. Aries energy coming through. If you're Aries, that's what I'm feeling for many of you here. And then you have acquisition, the sun in Taurus, second house. So Taurus energy coming through. So, Taurus is that amazing earth energy that's all about doing, right? You're amazing doers. It's a fixed sign. So you get something in your head and you really want to go with it. So you might be getting ready to acquire a new business, acquire a new learning, acquire something, could even be like a car or money or anything like that, because this is second house. And second house rules money and work and income. It talks about your material possessions. Sometimes it looks at your priorities. So maybe your priorities are shifting, right? And you're changing the way you prioritize different things in your life. And you're seeing the actual material world differently than you had in the past, and you're shifting and moving into this higher level of consciousness, and you're learning more. So while the material is very important, obviously, to each and every one of us, we have to live here in the 3D. It's kind of falling into a different space or place for some of you. For others of you, it's coming front and center, and you're stepping right into that financial position of acquiring something, money, a job, a different place to live. It could even be an inheritance of some kind. And then you have letting go. I surrender joyously to the ebbing and flowing of life. Okay, that's perfect. So what I love about letting go, it's a message that I get from my guides all the time, is we let go of how we think it has to be. We let go of the things that haven't worked and just say that was part of the learning, the experience. And we move with ease and grace and flow into something that is meant for us. That's abundant, because fish also mean abundance, but that is meant for us, right? It's more in alignment with that. All right, so beautiful information. This is definitely a yes for you, group 3. So that's what I have for you. If something resonates, please like and subscribe. If you're interested in the free reading, I give away every month during the new moon. It's 45 to 55 minutes long. You just need to be a subscriber, and in the comment section, write I enter. And as you go forward today, I wish you peace and happiness. Namaste. Hello, group 4. This is your choice. This is a citrine point. Beautiful for working with issues of abundance. Actually, I don't know if you can see this, but when you look at the point right there, you can see a heart in there. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little crack, but it's actually a heart. I'm trying to let you see that. All right, it's also beautiful for working on issues of self-love, self-worth. All right, so I got 6 cards from Spirit. I shuffled for them. I don't know what they say. Let's see what yours says. Oh, wow. Serapis Bay Ascension. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. I love that. All right, so look at all the gold, the yellow. Believing that you are worthy of so much in this lifetime and beyond. Many of you are old souls. Many of you resonate with ancient Egypt. All right, many of you have had an awakening. You're on an ascension journey. Some of you are quite far down that path, although it never ends. And some of you are really finding out who your true self is through challenges, difficulties, trials and tribulations, rising above the darkness, healing. It's like the phoenix rising from the ashes, and knowing that the light is upon you. You see how it's illuminated here with the shadow here. So total illumination, protection from the divine, connected to the central sun. Really beautiful energy. Love that. Okay, we're just going to pick a few tarot today. If you're new and this doesn't resonate, please choose another pile. If there's more than one that resonates, please choose them. Okay. So you got a couple cards. You have Courage. This is the Strength card. Change. This is the Wheel of Fortune. And Trust. Look at that. Okay, interesting. So clearly many of you have been on quite a spiritual journey, an awakening, because you have the Wheel of Fortune that comes out right away. This says you have been on a journey. You've been through the trials and tribulations, the good, the bad. For some of you, the light, the dark, the love, the loss, all of that. And you have had to be resilient, right? Coming through. On my community page, probably a month or so ago, I was out walking my dogs, and in the middle of the street was a crack, and a flower that looked exactly like this was growing. And it just reminded me how in this lifetime, especially in this time, because we as souls chose to come here at this most difficult time on this planet, okay? That we are resilient, that we ebb and flow, that we move through time, okay? But that we are incredibly resistant, and that with a little bit of understanding, connection, strength, courage, tenacity, we really can transcend anything. We are remarkable species as humans. And Spirit says, just continue to trust on this path that you're on, because you're clearly on an ascension path, a journey, an awakening, whether you realize it or not, whether you're just starting or you've been studying this for decades. Just to trust, take that leap, that spirit universe will catch you, will be there. And because you get this, right, this wheel, this change, that means that you can have faith. You can trust that no matter what phase you're in a particular point in your life, you will always come out safe. You will always come out okay. You will always come out protected and watched over. Sometimes it doesn't feel like that. I know that firsthand. Sometimes it feels like we've been left and there's no one that cares and no one that understands. But with that courage and strength and tenacity, we move out of that energy. So what I love about this is it's the number 10, meaning whatever tough cycle you've been in is over. Move into something new, moving into new energy, new you. The way you show up, embodying that first house about beginnings, impressions, attitudes, identities, right? Really pushed by Mars. This is that masculine energy that says, keep going, don't give up, okay? I'm seeing the Emperor. That makes me think of, kind of just moving forward with this authority and this tenacity and resilience, which makes me think of Aries energy. So if any of that resonates with you, Cardinal, stand tall and proud. See the leadership role unfolding ahead of you. Yeah, so many of you are taking on a leadership role with this as you grow, as you change, as you step into different experiences in life, as you take chances, as you trust and have faith and courage that each cycle of your life is going to bring you something that's going to help you in the next phase and cycle. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter if you're in your teens. It doesn't matter if you're into your 80s and beyond. Look at that, blossoming abundance. Number 3, manifesting abundance. What is abundance to you? You've gone through the cycle. They're asking you to trust. Abundance is coming to you. What is it to you? Is it a love? Is it something in a financial capacity? Is it providing for your family? Is it about knowledge, education? What is it? Abundance is something to everybody. Is it about health? How do you see abundance? And then you have Moose, wisdom. Let your head and mind reach to the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancestors speak through you. You know much. Yes. Those of you who have been on this ascension journey for a while, you are going to be the teachers of those who are just starting out. You are going to be the ones that are able to show people, guide people to a sense of restoring faith and peace and happiness. We don't need to be a powerful spiritual leader or teacher to do that, right? We all have a role. All energy is cumulative energy, right? Everything in the universe is energy. And as we as a group, as we as a species, as we as humanity, as we as each individual person, we all play a role and we all add to that energetic frequency that uplifts humanity, okay? So we can tap into our experiences of the past, our ancient wisdom, the guidance from those around us, as we move into this path of ascension and growth. Publicity. Okay, I love this. This is Leo with Jupiter. And Terra, of course, is the world, right? So we have Terra here. The stars, the angels holding the sun, 5th house. So anything to do with love, romance, because this is Leo, right? Love and romance, creating something, fertility, whether it's like with the actual fertility, children, babies, pregnancy, or just creating something, self-expression, confidence, a sense of knowing. I mentioned the Emperor before. That's all about self-confidence. It's all about authority. So some of you are going to be known publicly. Some of you are going to have some serious influencer status. Some of you are going to really be able to make shifts in energy and help people and heal people and teach people and guide people and coach people. You've got Jupiter here. Jupiter's all about that what's next. After this wheel, what's next? What's better? What's bigger? What's the new version? What's the more expanded, up-leveled, ascended version? Okay, amazing energy. So you might have some significant Leo placement there. And then you have accepting what is. I accept and embrace my inner majesty. Oh, I love that. So you've got wisdom here. You've got the wheel because you've done so much, you've grown so much. You've got ascension here with Serapis Bay, courage and tenacity and trusting publicity and embracing your inner majesty. So some of you are truly going to make a significant difference in many people's lives in some way. Okay, it doesn't have to be spiritual, but even let's say you have a vlog on cooking, okay? Just your way of communicating, the way to show people how to do more for themselves, to be more for themselves, to try more, to provide for their family, to create something, that is empowering, okay? That is helping people to ascend and uplift. So it can be anything at all, but that's really positive, beautiful energy. So this is very much a yes. If something resonates or you like some aspect, please like and subscribe. If you're interested in the free reading, I give one away every month. I pull a name at the new moon. Each reading is 45 to 55 minutes long. To enter the free reading contest, you need to be a subscriber. And in the comments section, please write, I enter, and I'll know that you're interested in having your name pulled every month for the reading. As you go forward, I wish you peace, joy, and harmony. Namaste. Hello, group 5. This is your selection. This is a tiger's eye. Great stone for abundance. Abundance can be anything, right? It can be love, it can be knowledge, it can be money, it can be peace, it can be strength, it can be spirituality, it can be health. It can also be a great protection stone. All right, so I just shuffled for these. I asked Spirit for 6. I don't know what these are, so we'll see what they have to say. Mary Magdalene, Teacher Awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. Okay, so right away, this is you having something within you that when you interact with people, you are able to help them either see things differently, experience things differently, see how to truly love, to find peace, right? Because peace lilies for peace. She's got a lot of red around her for the root chakra, which is everything to do with family, with love, with money. So maybe you'll help people understand how to secure those things in life. And maybe it's through friendship, maybe it's in a relationship, you're opening the eyes and the heart of someone else who hasn't experienced a lot of those beautiful things in their life, and you're demonstrating that. For some of you, it is a teacher, traditional teacher. For some of you, it's you just have that way about you where you soothe others, you teach others, you slowly, awaken them, open their eyes, show them the way. Or this is you just understanding and awakening and understanding more about your life going forward, about love, about peace, about security, about anything, okay? Beautiful energy, beautiful ascended masters, Mary Magdalene. Okay. All right, so this is a general read. If it doesn't resonate, choose another pile. We're just going to take a couple cards from the tarot today. 9, laziness. Okay, I love this deck, but I hate this word. This is the 9 of Cups. This is about wish fulfillment. This is about receiving blessings in life. This is about climbing that ladder and making it. This is about getting to that next phase in life, not necessarily materially, but it certainly can be, but it can be anyway. What they mean in this deck when they say laziness is don't get complacent because you've received so much in life, because beyond the 9 of Cups is the 10 of Cups, which is the ultimate nirvana. So this is a beautiful wish fulfillment card, but yes, there is one more card that we can always strive, and that is for the 10 of Cups. Okay, so this is the 5 of Swords. This is comparison. What is comparison? Comparison is the thief of joy, right? If we compare ourselves to everyone else, we always find ourselves lacking. what happens when we feel lack. We feel bad about ourselves. We feel bad about our situation. We feel, angry. We feel jealous. We feel a whole host of low frequency energy that we don't want to embody. So to move into this beautiful Nine of Cups, we want to stop comparison of ourselves to others, ourselves to life, ourselves just in general. This can also be other people's comparisons that were limiting to us, that kept us feeling like, oh, I'm just this small bamboo shoot. I could never be this mighty oak, right? Instead of saying, oh, look at me. I'm smaller. I'm flexible. I'm bendable. I'm sturdy, right? I can withstand the storms and the wind and the challenges that the environment gives me versus some of the other harder woods that they just crack and fall over. So comparison is not anything that we want to engage in because it keeps us from this energy. So for some of you, Mary Magdalene is coming through, the Teacher Awakens, to help you shift out of this comparison mode, this Five of Swords, whether it was things that were said to you that makes you compare yourself and think that you're not enough, you're less than, you have no place in this world, you don't have what it takes to succeed in the world, whether it be materially or any other way. It's just a lot of self-limiting thoughts and beliefs that need to be released, okay? Because it puts us in a state of always feeling like we just can't find that thing that makes us happy. And then you have clinging to the past. So here we have a whole lot of opportunity with an awakening, whether spiritually or just kind of that aha moment, to move into something really beautiful and fulfilling and overcoming obstacles of the past. We have clinging to the past. 55 is about overcoming obstacles, right? Overcoming challenges. And when you overcome them, which you get when you have 55, which is overcoming the obstacles and the challenges of the material world through, just kind of waking up to how we perceive, how we look, what our perception is of the world, of our life, of ourselves, we can move into this Nine of Cups where we're like, oh, I already have everything I need. This is perfect. But yet knowing that there's even more abundance that can come our way, right? So we need to focus on this new energy that's coming in towards, especially at this time during the day. Okay, there's a lot coming in to support me now, and I'm gonna move through this current situation and move into one where I see the things that I need and want in life, whether they be the material or the immaterial, and claim those things, leaving the challenges and the difficulties of the past behind. Okay. Nuthatch. Stay grounded and welcome the new knowledge and perspective coming to you. Okay, so I just talked about changing your perspective. And in the beginning, I talked about the red with the root chakra, about being grounded. So this is just a confirmation from Spirit. For those of you who live in certain parts of the world, you see the nuthatches, you see them, they like to kind of go upside down, up and down the tree. They like hop up and down. And they're very abundant. So they do represent abundance, but they're also tenacious little guys that kind of find their way through the bigger fighting birds and the craziness, and they kind of come in and get what they need and then move out. So very, very cool little bird. So that might be something that you resonate with. And seeing things from another perspective, because no matter how many birds are at the feeder, no matter how big they are, they find a way, like up the tree, sideways, backwards, up and down, to get what they need, right? They have that knowledge, and the perspective is, I can do, I can be, I can receive, I can have. Door to Spirit 32, another 5, 5, 5, 5. All right, so you, my 5 group, seeing a lot of 5s. Every time you look at the clock, when you see the digital on a microwave, if you do, I don't know, see license plates or things on billboards or digital readouts, 555. That's Spirit coming in to say things are changing for you in the best possible way. Door to Spirit. Spirit is opening the door, asking you to step forward. The door is open for you to awaken to something so much better, because 555, 3 5s together, is known as drink of 5. That's about abundance coming into your life, okay? And again, 2 birds showing up here. So birds might be one of your spirit animals. You might really resonate with just that feeling of wanting to feel free, to fly away. But birds also represent seeing things from a new perspective. And then you have humpback whale singer. Sing healing songs for the world. Your inner navigation always guides you. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. Align with your purpose and the power in your soul. Yeah, you know, when we incarnate here, we, of course, say we want to experience these things, and some of them are pretty tough. Some of them can just make us wonder why we're here at all. But we have the ability and the power within our souls to pull out that ancient wisdom, that universal wisdom, that cosmic love and wisdom, and transcend any obstacles and move into something really powerful through the door of spirit. That doesn't mean religion. It just means your connection with the universe, okay? Whatever that is for you. And this flipped out at the same time. Eagle mastery. You're on a spiritual journey. That's twice that you got that. Beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. Letting go of the past, right? These obstacles. Clinging to the past is here, and you get let go of the past and soar. You're being guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. So again, you don't have to be an official teacher, a scholar, anything. It's your experiences in this lifetime and what you do with them and how you share that to help other people to awaken, to help other people transcend that information without having to go through the trials, tribulations, trauma, and difficulties that you yourself have had. I know when my kids were growing up, I used to say, you know, some of the stuff I share with you is so that you don't have to go through what I went through. Save you some heartache, save you some challenges, save you some difficulties. And so some of us, you know, that's how we share our experiences. And then you have in Cancer, birth, fourth house. So for those of you who are really asking about family, about creating a family, creating a situation where your family is secure, where you have a solid connection, right? You're grounded, you're protected, you are solid in where you're going, okay? Learning from where you've been, protected in your energy, no longer having to worry about the past. Because this card, one of the less than beautiful attributes about the fourth house is that we cling to the past, or there's codependent relationships. So that is perfectly in alignment with what we're seeing here. All right, one more card. Angel spirits and guides. So that you might be my Cancer babies right there. Coming into power. I step into my power boldly and confidently. Yeah, the new you, the enlightened you. Ooh, I almost started that on fire. Okay, the you that's learned, the you connected to the divine, the you that's mastered, the you that's perceiving things differently, the you that's transcended difficulties. Remember, I said you've got 555 here, right? Because 32 is a 5. That's about all good things coming in. And here's your other card, expecting miracles. Miracles are blossoming in my life. Hands are wide open to the divine. Lotus emerging from the mud, right? Surfacing to the water and to the sun in this beautiful, glorious flower that is the lotus, and olive leaves, right? Peace, finding peace. All right, beautiful blessings, beautiful miracles. All right, so this is a yes. Even though you've got these 5s here, you've got 3 5s. You have all this empowering energy around you. So this is you shifting out of that. So anything that's been challenging, and you know, I talked about this being a card for protection and for abundance and for healing. So it works out that this tiger eye is also very synchronistic with this reading today. All right, so that's what I have. If something resonates, please like and subscribe. The free reading I give away every month at the new moon. If you'd like a chance to win a 45 to 55 minute free reading, you can ask whatever you want. Just put I enter in the comment section and make sure that you're a subscriber. All right, I wish you peace and happiness. Namaste. Hello, group 6. This is your selection. This is a double pointed clear quartz. It's kind of a milky quartz. Okay, great for clearing, protection. All right, so I asked Spirit for 6 random cards. This is yours. Kuan Yin, care and compassion. Choose to be love, do what is right for everyone involved, offer a helping hand. So some of you may resonate with Kuan Yin. I know I certainly do. Care and compassion. Some of you are needing more compassion and care for yourself, compassion from others. as you transcend the difficulties that have been part of your life of recent, or for some of you, it's been for quite some time. You're asking for some care, from compassion, from family, from friends. Some of you, you're just asking the divine spirits, guides to help you. And some of you are in a situation where you need to forgive someone that's really done something difficult to you. And you're asking for help with compassion and forgiveness because you know those two things will free you from that experience, okay? Beautiful Ascended Master. She's known as the Goddess of Mercy. Just beautiful energy. Many of you may resonate with her. I know I certainly do. All right, this is abbreviated version today. We're going to take less cards, and I ask that if this resonates, please like and subscribe. If it doesn't, just choose a different pile. Moment to moment, Two of Pentacles. So you might be asking about help with a decision, or needing to really retain some balance in your life or gain some balance in your life. Might have something to do with money, material things in the world like a home, a way to take care of your family, making better money. It can be about love. It can be about recovery and your overall well-being. And then we have 10 of Pentacles. Well, there's another more money aspects of you for you. And then here we have the 3 of Swords. Okay, so this makes sense as to why you got Kuan Yin. So when there is a situation where we have been hurt, we have been betrayed, we feel completely disconnected from our heart space, and we're very much reactionary. We make our decisions based on the thinking mind, or a reaction based on what things have happened to us, which sometimes put us on a path, a trajectory, a journey of more challenges, more difficulties, more of the same that we're trying to move away from, because it's more of a reactionary or a thought thing, a thinking mind thing. Okay, so this represents Gemini energy, the thinking mind. It might be the way people have communicated to you that have left you feeling, just heartbroken. It can be the loss of someone, the loss of an idea, of a relationship, of a situation, of your home. It can be anything different, because 10s represent the end of something and moving into something new. But what you have here, which stands out the most to me, is the 2 of Pentacles. So a very significant need to balance something out, to find that point of equilibrium, to find a space where you can be your true self and feel comfortable in your own skin, because you've gone through so much and you're asking for care and compassion from either people around you or the universe or the divine, whoever, because you're needing to get re-centered and release this energy here, because it's a little bit too significant in your life still, which is understandable. It is hard to let go of those things that impact us in such a way that creates so much heartache, anger, frustration, loss, abandonment, all of those feelings that we get with that. When we've been hurt, when we've been betrayed, when we've been left behind, we tend to be very much in our head because we kind of wall our heart off a little bit, right? And sometimes we jump from relationships, whether they're professional, friendship, or romantic, that end up kind of being the same way, because we're reacting to what we're feeling deep inside in our subconscious. So Spirit is asking you to recognize that you're ending a cycle of lack, whatever that is for you, and moving into something that's going to be really abundant and fulfilling. But you've got to do this centering. You have to be compassionate and care about yourself enough to rebalance, to become recentered. And you will be, you are, and Kuan Yin is coming in. So again, I did not pick any of these cards. I shuffled for them, and every single one, and not that this is a surprise to me because I've been doing this a long time, resonates with the story with the tarot cards. So again, for some of you, you might want to think about connecting with Kuan Yin. And then you have Ostrich. The choice is clear for you now. Follow the wisdom and the truth you feel in your heart. Yeah, getting out of the mind, repairing the heart, being willing to open your heart up again, feeling bold and confident in this new empowered you that has released this, moving into this space of abundance, new beginnings. What does that mean for you? Is it just out on your own, taking care of self? Is it starting something that's going to give you an abundant life to create a legacy for family or for the community at large? So be bold and use all the resources that you have at your disposal, whether they come, in the idea sector or in the actual resources, to put things in line so that you can be in balance to move into this beautiful abundant space, because now is the time, is what they're saying. Angel, spirits, and guides. What else do we have? Yes or no for group 6? Magician and the mirror. Love it. Okay, very, very strong card about you having the abilities to alchemize whatever comes to you. Now, what are the 2 most powerful elements? Air and water. Fire and water, right? So you might be Aries, Leo, Sag. You might be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But this is about whatever it comes to you, you have the ability. Do you see that? You are connected divinely. You're right in that center point over your crown chakra, that neutrality point, where you're so connected that no matter what comes to you in life, you're going to be able to handle it. You're going to be able to alchemize it. You're going to be able to center it. You're going to be able to bring balance and restoration by living in the present moment. Moment by moment, we take each moment. We don't go to the past and drag that forward. It brings us nothing. We don't look too far off into the future. We know what we want, but then we get centered on this present moment, moment to moment. What will I do each step of the way to get there? Okay? And this is the number 8 about abundance. Again, what does that mean in your life? Abundance. We've got plenty of money aspects here. So anything that you could buy in the material world or provide for yourself or your family in the material world. But it might be, like I always say, could be spirituality, could be recovering health, could be releasing anxiety, right? Could be healing yourself after a lot of heartache in relationships. All right, happiness. Humpback whale. I think group 4 or 5 got this too. Humpback whale, singer. Sing healing songs for the world. Your inner navigation always guides you. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. That's perfect for what we have here. Align with your purpose and the power in your soul. Yeah, and you have, the choice is clear for you now. Follow wisdom and truth. Feel it in your heart. So Spirit is saying that, you have this opportunity if you can kind of make that choice, make that decision, and always go within. You don't get a reading without going within. I say it every time because it's the most important thing we can do each and every single day. That's where we get our intuition. That's where we get our answers. That's where we get our truth. Number 6, so this is 6th house. So this is Mercury in Virgo. Caution. So when you go through anything in life, you kind of take a pause. You go through cautiously. If you've been hurt, sometimes you kind of wall off your heart a little bit. You have been burned at a job. You're a little reluctant to try something. You've heard something about someone or something, and you think, oh, I don't know about that. You kind of come up with these preconceived notions, right? So Spirit is asking you just to, moment by moment, as you go through things, just take a breath, take a moment just to see, is this feeling right for you? Does this feel like this is the right thing for you? Because this number 6 also represents the heart. Okay, and everything we want to do with a sense of what feels good within me. Okay, not what do I think I should feel good, now what do other people say this should be good for you, but what really makes me feel good. And from there, that's where we make decisions and move forward. Maybe it's about your work habits, maybe it's about your health, maybe it's about, the things that you're doing, trying to create something that's, for some of you, being of service. Some of you, Virgos are really hard workers, so you're trying to do something to improve your material world, and you do have a lot of money aspects here, so that could be that as well. But each and everything that we do, we have to do with care and compassion for self and others. That's where we help to restore peace and balance, okay? And then coming into power. I step into my power boldly and confidently. Yeah, this is you healing, right? Healing. This is you coming into balance. And this is you stepping into an abundant, amazing life because you have the ability to transcend whatever comes your way. You have the knowledge of the past. You have the experience of the past that you have taken, and you've, dusted off the pain and the sadness and the agony and taken the gift from that, because in everything we can find the gift. All right, so that's what I have for you now. If something resonates or you like some aspect, please like and subscribe. One of the things that I do every month is give away a free reading. I pick a name every new moon. They're 45 to 55 minutes long. You can ask anything you want. If you're interested, all you need to do is make sure you're a subscriber, and then in the comment section, put I enter. I announce via video and my community page the winner every month after the new moon. As you go forward, I wish you peace and joy. Namaste.